Hey guys, so we are back with your favorite series, Tier Lists. So this is Tier List Part 5 right now. And just a reminder, we are going by countries by GDP. So today we have Colombia to start us out with. They have a really good unofficial relationship. So, fun fact, when they were Grand Colombia, the US signed its first ever trade treaty with another New World country. As for more modern Colombian American relations, the US helped the Colombian government coerce its citizens against communism and deal with its Coca-Cola problem. Many see the US role in the country as exploitative, but in terms of overall government to government relations, especially now, I would put it as an A tier. Not a two-way A tier really, but still an A tier ally nonetheless. Alright, next up we have Pakistan. So I briefly covered this in my tier list actually. With the whole Bin Laden being in your country and you didn't know about it, so we went into your country and didn't tell you because we don't trust you. Event between the US and Pakistan.
Not necessary to tell you what will happen to you should there be an escape.
An escape from Sonic 13? That's a good one.
You will be shot.
That's another good one.
What is this man doing here?
So basically, ever since the US found and took out bin Laden inside Pakistan without telling Pakistan, the relationship has pretty much completely broken down, and the Pakistani government has allied with China even more now, so I'd really put them at E tier at this point. Alright, next up we have Chile. So basically, the US has, like it has done in the entire southern hemisphere of the New World in the last century, meddled in Chile's affairs. So, fun fact, the guy you learn about in every Econ 101 class, Milton Friedman, actually helped overthrow Chile's left-leaning government and establish the right-wing dictatorship. You can read more about this in Shock Doctrine by Naomi Klein for more information. In Friedman's defense, he denies it. However, here's a picture of Milton Friedman with the Chilean dictator, and Milton Friedman was also a good friend with Nixon, who had a policy of interfering in other countries. So, yeah, as for now, I'd say they're A tier, but they didn't really get to that spot quite willingly. Alright, next up we have Finland! Yeah, so they're joining NATO now because Putin's right at their doorstep, so solid A tier. Alright, next up we have Iraq. So, I did not know Iraq had a GDP in between Finland and Czechia. Kinda disproves our man Milton Friedman's idea that a wealthier country would lead to wealthier people and a better democracy. Iraq is really just tired of the US at this point, with their parliament voting to expel all US troops in 2020. The US government did not oblige though. However, the US public really wants nothing to do with Iraq, so in the future, maybe they can agree to leave each other alone. But for now, not with these gas prices, I'll tell you that. So as of now, honestly, I said F tier was for countries that the US didn't have a relationship with. But let's be honest, a forced relationship is really not much of a relationship at all. So honestly, F tier. Alright, next up we have Czechia. Overpriced clubs, like seriously, Prague is just Budapest with slightly better food. That's relations. B tier. Look, I'm kind of reserving A tier for non-EU countries or more countries in the EU that really call the shots. Like, the relationship between the US and Czechia is good, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't have that extra relevance, you know? Alright, Romania. Yeah, basically the same thing as Czechia. B tier. Alright, next up we have New Zealand. So dude, like every American wants to go here. They speak English, even though the whole world basically speaks English to a decent extent. They have a good economy, great weather, and without all the crazy wildlife of its brother, The governments really get along great, so yeah, A tier. Now hold on, before you crucify me like Britain. What I mean by an S tier is that the US literally is their lifeblood, and not in an exploitative way like Iraq, but more both sides really do want to get along. All I'm saying is New Zealand and the UK, although US trade and military support is significant, both countries could still survive without the US. South Korea definitely can't, Taiwan certainly can't, and although Canadians hate to admit it, we saw what a little trucker protest blocking the border can do. Okay, now if you still disagree with me, leave me a comment. Alright, next up we have Portugal, B tier. Nothing more to explain. Alright, Peru. Now, they have maintained a neutral position on Syria, so not a completely one-sided relationship. B tier. Alright, and that concludes our tier list for today. So if you guys liked that video, remember to leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. And also, have a good day, guys. See ya.